Hey everybody, how's it going? How about we look around the swamp and go find all the loot that's hidden off in the corners behind the poison-spitting mosquitoes and the rock-throwing troll ogre guys and the jumpy slugs that like to also spit poison on you. Yeah, let's go find all the stuff that they're guarding. Go take their loot. Now here I was noticing I wanted to equip some sorceries, because sorceries are more effective against some of the enemies down here than fire, that I need an intelligence of 14 to use the, well, the Great Soul Arrow, which is, it fires as fast as the Soul Arrow, it's just a little stronger, thus the name, Great Soul Arrow. Anyway, needs 14 intelligence, and I don't have the souls to get to 14, and I'm not really going to worry about it right now because I don't need them, but it'd be nice to have for Quelaag. But I should have those souls by the time we're done messing around down here in the swamp. First, let me go grab my dragon scale, which is here just for free. I'll take that. Thank you very much. And then we'll get out here, and what I like to do is basically go look counterclockwise. Now, there is a soul of a, I think it's the soul of a proud knight, that's at the bottom of the ramp area where we first entered the swamp. Assuming, you know, we came through Blighttown proper instead of taking the shortcut. Okay, so we came down, essentially, from that way, all right? Off to the left over there, all right? And we grabbed that soul of a proud knight, and that is essentially the only loot that's over there in that area by that big swarm of enemies, all right? It's kind of one of the reasons I grabbed it coming in, so I would never have to go back for it. So I would never have to go mess with that area ever again, period. All right? And so now all I have to do is basically work my way counterclockwise. All right? Get rid of some of these mosquitoes here, or they'll come harass me from behind later. Okay. Go ahead and put the evil eye ring on, and what this will do is each enemy I kill will give me a sliver of health back. And I know I'm about to be poisoned and pretty much stay that way for the duration of our little adventure here, so the evil eye ring will help kind of buff that a little bit, you know. Give me a little bit of health back. There's plenty of little enemies to kill in this general area, so I should be able to not have to spam my flasks, and I don't even bother with purple moss down here, not really, because as soon as I get unpoisoned, I'm going to be poisoned again almost immediately, especially where I'm going to be going. We're pretty much just going to be stuck in water, poisoned water, for the most part, so I just don't worry about it. You kind of learn to ignore the poisoning and kind of keep your eye on your health gauge, and, you know, when you get down to, you know, less than half or less than a third, either pop a flask or, you know, of course, having the evil eye ring, you can, helps a little bit. Let's say, watch, we'll get you know, a couple notches of health, you know, it's not much, but it's a few seconds worth of being poisoned. So, yeah, it does its thing. Wow. Okay, seriously? We got a troll dude over here. Somehow we aggroed him way over there. I guess those mosquitoes are his pets. Now this pillar right here is where my pyro teacher is supposed to be, the Swamp Witch. She's one of the Isolus sisters, but apparently she's not with them anymore. She doesn't agree with their politics. And she's not here for me. Now, I've had her here, you know, my first trip down here. Early game, you know, and then other times, she's just not here at all. And I'm not sure what triggers her. I think my glove now is already at plus 10, 11, 12, something like that. But, you know, I've heard that your glove needs to be at a certain level for her to pop up for you, but I can swear I've seen her where my glove wasn't even at, I don't know, maybe just plus 5 or something, you know, from the pyro teacher up there by Firelink, and I don't know. I really don't know what triggers her, but I know after a trip or two down here from doing other things, she will eventually pop up, and whatever it is, I don't know, as long as she shows up, I'm happy. Alright, now we have a couple trolls over here, and they're guarding a weapon. I don't remember what weapon this is. I think it's the Great Club. But this will be necessary to have for the trophy. I'm just going to grab it because it's there. Something that, well, I'll probably keep it just because it's a unique weapon, but it's also something you can sell to the big worm guy at Firelink. Well, I'm glad I was doing a backstab there because that saved me from getting hit. Gotta love invincibility frames. Well, okay, that's what you get when you don't... you can't use the solar or you have equipped. I'm empty! Oh, crap. Alright. Pretty good drop rate on dung pies there. I guess they're full of it, huh? There we are. Good thing I didn't go aggro either of those other two ogres or trolls, whatever they are. Having 3 or 4 of those guys all trying to roll boulders over my face would not have been cool. It would not have been a party. Actually, it would have been a party. At my expense, yes. Alright, Soul of Proud Knight. I think that's 3,000 souls? Something like that. No, it's free. See, poison isn't near what toxin is. Now, this is manageable. I mean, I don't worry near as much about my health when I'm sitting here hissing away. Poison. Alright, so there's our bonfire straight across. This is the progress we've made. If you aren't interested in that club, you can essentially just run straight across here and start working your way to the left. Which is where we're going now. So, this should be a spell in a full Pyromancer set. There we go. Alright, this poison mist. There's a toxic mist, but the only way I know to get toxic mist is, oh, what's his name? It's the guy who, guards the, Daughters of Chaos Covenant. We'll meet him later. There's a little thing that we need to do with him anyway. Alright, and he becomes a merchant if you follow a certain procedure with him, and he will sell it to you. And then there's also one called Acid Surge, which can eat opponents' equipment. And it's kind of an annoyance in PvP, and as far as I know, completely useless in PvE, but there you have it. And that is to be found in the Painted World. Now these guys will drop either a large Titanite or 5 green Titanite. Now for me, prior to going down to the catacombs, serves twofold purpose, right? One is that I can go upgrade a divine weapon. Makes the skeletons easier to deal with, because when you kill them dead, they stay dead. Right? Which is always the case once you get the necromancers out of the way, but you have to get to them first. And sometimes it's better to just be able to get the skeletons out of your hair, especially if you're trying to be thorough and find everything. It's one thing if you're just going to run through the catacombs. A lot of people don't bother killing any of the skeletons. They just, they just go through and do their thing. Run from one place to the next and get down there, get their rite of kindling, and then leave. Alright, but if we're going to go get the scythe and the spells and all the other stuff that's down there, then it's nice to be able to take the skeletons out. So I can go get my divine weapon upgraded there at the blacksmith by the chapel. first blacksmith. And then I can, once I get down to the bottom of the catacombs, I can also get a fire sword upgraded. And fire sword is good for me until I get to Anor Londo, and then I'll switch it to lightning or something. But, whatever the case may be, one thing I hope to get lucky is when I get down in the demon runes is get at least one red titanite chunk. Alright, red titanite chunk is what you need to get your fire sword to +6. Alright, then you can get it to 10 on your own as you get the materials for it. But you need to get the blacksmith to get it +6 so I don't have to go back and visit him again. I don't like going down to the bottom of the catacombs just to see the stupid blacksmith just for one upgrade on a dumb weapon. Alright, that's annoying to me. Having to fight all those pinwheel skeletons and all that nonsense. So ideally, somewhere I can find a red titanite chunk. Which is usually the case, I'm not lucky and I don't get a titanite chunk down in the demon ruins, then I can also go to the undead asylum, which I need to go there anyway. I'd rather go later than sooner, but if I have to, I can go there earlier, and there are some knights there. One of them, which is guarding the peculiar doll, which is what you need to get into the painted world in the first place. Once you get to Anor Londo, you have to have it. It's like a key. All right, and those knights have a decent chance of dropping a red titanite chunk. And so, odds are I will have to go. Well, that was nice. He dropped 5 of them. There, that'll work. I will have to go to the Undead Asylum before I even go to the Catacombs, but it doesn't really matter, one way or another. Undead Asylum, what's cool there is because, first, you can't get invaded, right? Second is, if the boss kills you, you essentially spawn right outside the door. So it's more like a Dark Souls 2 thing, is just bang your head against the wall until you succeed type of thing. There's no actual penalty to failing the Undead Asylum. Unless, of course, you can't get your souls back, but a lot of times, about the only thing I ever have to lose in the Undead Asylum is humanity. Most of the time, I will spend all the souls that I can on leveling prior to going and fighting him, because he has a habit of not letting you get back to your blood puddle. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Maybe I'll get lucky, but sometimes I struggle with that guy. He has this AoE poison magic attack that's it's AoE. I mean, it fills the whole chamber that you're fighting, and so it's, unless you're just perfectly positioned behind him, it's inescapable. But anyway, that's for later. Now let's grab this. All right, one more of those. I should have at least, I don't know, 10 or 15 of those already. Ideally, I'd like to have 20. I think I'm going to get 22 of them just to be safe, if I can. Just to make sure I can fully upgrade a divine weapon and fully upgrade a fire weapon. Let's just hope I get a red titanite chunk somewhere. Alright, so we get up here, and this is the entrance to the Great Tree, and initially you see, well, some loot, and you say, oh, okay, well, that's great, but there's a lot more to this. In fact, a lot more. The Great Tree itself is a huge area, and then you have the area at the bottom of it called Ash Lake, and a place where you can go join the Dragon Covenant. There's a bunch of dragon scales to be had down there, and another Hydra, which is the big brother of the Hydra we met in the forest basin. I say big brother because he hits harder and he has more health. And I mean, he hits a lot harder. Like, one hits me most of the time. I usually lose everything when I come down here, too, at some point. It's like, once it takes everything from me to let me beat it the very next time, it just makes sure that I get raped of all my stuff. That usually just seems how that goes. Alright, and I'm going to homeward bone and get back to this bonfire, and we'll go fight Quelaag. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? And then we'll go mess around the demon ruins and go get the large fire ember, go fight Ceaseless, and all that good stuff. Alright? Until then, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Alright? Y'all take it easy. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I put links to more Dark Souls in the top box, and for complete listings of all my videos, click on the bottom box. And to subscribe and join the Ninja Flip, smash on that button up top. You can also follow on Facebook and Twitter to get notified when new videos are up. The links are below in the artwork and in the About section. Y'all take care.